everybody. Gosh. Hey everybody, it's Margaret with Texas Gal Treasures, and I am bringing you my weekly sales update. It is Monday. Let's see if we made the sales update. Woohoo. Anyway, that's enough. Alright, so let me scooch over, see if I can figure it out. Hasn't been that long, only a week. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to start with my eBay sales this week. This is a sale that obviously sold on eBay. These are some cufflinks, and these I picked up for 80 cents at the thrift store. I took a best offer of $20, so after shipping and fees, my net there was $14.48, and I was happy to get it. There was a little nick in one of the stones there, but I thought they were cool enough, and somebody else did too. You see, I made sure to note that it was, there's a little ding there. Anyway, so that was a pretty good profit. Next up, this was a sugar shaker. My grandmother collected hat pin holders and sugar shakers, so I've really been trying to get a lot more of her stuff listed. I mentioned it before, and so now my plan is the one set of photos I'll do is her stuff. The next set of photos I'll do is my stuff, because it just gets, you know, pretty emotional if I'm just going through her stuff a lot. Anyway. So this was a really nice one, and it was signed by an artist who was pretty well known. I didn't realize that till I started looking up the artist, because she's got things that have been painted by some of her friends, and this person ended up being Merlin Hayes, somebody that was noteworthy in the porcelain art painting scene. So it sold for, let's see, I took a best offer. My doodad down here is scrolling. Okay, I took a best offer of $30, which was about half price, but like I said, I'm really needing to start getting some of these things moving, so I was happy to do it, and I know it was going to a good home. So after shipping and fees, my net there was $22.88. It was really very pretty. Very, very pretty. The next item that sold was this Norman Rockwell Saturday Evening Post Christmas ornament, and it's Santa hugging a little fella. The box is a little torn and stuff, but it's still sold for, I'm having some issues scrolling down here. I took a best offer of $11.99 on this. Okay, do you hear that? All right, let me fix this. Let me go move my phone over here so I can turn off all the little... There you go. Oh, I forgot where I was. So yeah, I took a best offer here of $11.99, which net me $6.55. I put that I spent $1 on this, but I'm not sure because for some reason there's a few things here that maybe I didn't go back and catalog like I normally do. I have a spreadsheet where when I bring things home, I catalog them into it so I can remember what I bought them for. I went ahead and wrote down that I spent $1 on this, but I kind of think it was 50 cents because I don't see myself spending that much money. Anyway, so I put that I spent $1, so after shipping and fees, my net was $6.55. That's that. All right, next up, oh lordy. So, good news, bad news. Good news, bad news, bad news. Okay, okay, you know I've told you at one of my local thrift stores, there's a tub, they throw all the little kid toys in there, little nitpicky things, and they're 10 cents each. Great. I found lots of, this is an American Girl saddle that I picked up. I picked up a few others as well, and they were all 10 cents each, which is great. So someone, no, it must have been on sale. So I had a sale running, and it sold for $14.39. Awesome, right? Yes, picked it up for 10 cents, sold for $14.39. Now, not all saddles are created equal, because because you'll see in just a second, this is another saddle that sold. Notice how flat it is and how much easier it might be to ship than this one that is very formed and a little bit harder. So I didn't quite take that into account. I was trying to get it into my poly bag like I did the other one, and my husband's looking at me like, no, that's just not going to happen, Margaret. I mean, yeah, no. So, yeah, my shipping ended up being way more than I anticipated. I still made a profit, but then, okay, so that's the good, that it sold for pretty good for buying for 10 cents. Not so good. My shipping was off because I didn't think about it, the bulkiness of it. And then also not so good is when I pulled this up to create this video, I noticed that I included this white blanket in the listing, and I forgot to put it in the envelope or the package. So I need to message the purchaser and say, oh my gosh, I just realized I forgot the blanket, and then I get to ship that to you too. So, but hey, this happens, right? This happens yeah. You need to know that it happens. So after all is said and done, I might make a couple bucks. So I sold this for $14.39, and I paid way a lot for shipping. So I ended up netting $4.02, which is still good for a 10-cent investment. But I'm guessing I'm going to have to pop that little. I think I can set. What's the regular stamp? I think I can get it into a regular envelope and send it to them for like normal stamp price. So I'd still probably, net $3.50 or somewhere in that range. But oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. Just one thing after another with a saddle. Anyway. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Be mad? That's what? No. Okay, so this was another one of those saddles. Like I said, I picked up a lot. If you see American Girl accessories or American Girl doll clothes, pick them up, especially if they're a good price. I picked them up for 10 cents. I'm looking because there's like 2 wasps banging against the window here. Anyway, so this one I took a best offer of $7.50 on. I went back and forth with the person, and it was fine. But the shipping was significantly less on this one, and I net $3.86. So I'll probably end up netting about the same on both of them. Well, these were some figurines that I picked up at the thrift store. They were bagged up, and it's Princess and the Frog figurines. The only one there that's missing is Tiana, I think is her name, the princess. So these I picked up for $1, and I sold them for $14.95. So after shipping and everything, that net me $8.43. And I just thought I would take a chance on them when I saw them. Well, why not? And I have another set of these because there were 2 bags, but the other set is missing Mama. Oh, you know her name. Mama. It's going to drive me nuts. Mama Odie. That's right. So it's got all of them except for Mama Odie. And I think there's another frog in the other one too. Anyway. Okay. That's not why you're here. Did I even tell you what I got? Yeah, I did. Okay. Alrighty. So this is another thing that sold on eBay this week. And this is a needlepoint keychain or luggage tag that you can attach to your luggage. I took a best offer of $10 on this. And this was another one that I didn't have in my spreadsheet, which makes me think that I had a haul that I forgot to enter in. I put down that I spent $1 on this. It may have been less. I can't see myself spending more. But after shipping and fees, $5.16 was the net for that one. So that was pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know. People like everything, right? When I remember picking this up and be like, I don't know. But yeah, there's, different strokes for different folks. People like all kinds of stuff, right? All right, this is another one that I picked up. I've had it for a little while, and I bought this Rolodex and then these cards for $2.70. And I think that I did, it was at the thrift store where I did a ride along I went in at the thrift store because I don't do those very often, but I remember finding these, and I think it was at that one. It was the same store, but anyway. So this sold for $39.99 on Etsy, and I was so happy that it did. After shipping and fees, I net $36.77. So yay. That was cool. My husband was like, what are they going to do with that? I don't know. Something. Crafts. That's what. Crafts. I don't know. All right, some more cufflinks sold this week as well, and these are the Shields is the brand name, Shields. These are Shields cufflinks, and I picked them up for $1. They sold for $14.99, and these went internationally. These went to Australia, and so they paid quite a bit in shipping, so my net there was $18.91. Now, what that tells me is that they paid more than so I need to go back and take a look at how much I need to send back to them because my net is more than the price of the item. So there we go. But anyway, that's pretty good. If you find cufflinks, I'm telling you, if they're cheap enough, pick them up. Now, the last two items that I sold on Etsy, one, I paid up for them because they were super cool. Two, I've been sitting on them for a long time. Like, for me, a long time. 8, 9, 10 months or more. So this is a blue Wedgwood ring. And it's marked Wedgwood and everything. Sterling silver Wedgwood ring. And I just thought it was so cool. My pictures are not so cool, though. I needed to really go back and fix those. But I listed this at $81.99. And I held out. And I did get a few people send me best offers via eBay when it was still up, obviously. But I just thought it was so cool. I was willing to wait for the right buyer on this. But I did pay up for this. I paid $33.41 for this ring, which, you know, is a lot for me. But I ended up netting $43.27 because I waited it out. Yay! And then the next item also was something I thought was super duper cool that I was willing to wait as well. And you can see, look, my title is so small. And you know, I needed to go back and fix that up and everything. This bracelet is just so pretty and it's all etched and anyway, Japanese scenes and things like that on it. This bracelet sold for $75, but I paid $22.95 for it. I just thought it was that cool and that I would be able to really do something with it. And I did. Yay! So this one was going to, let's see, this one was going to Sweden, Stockholm. And so this person paid, now where am I going with this? Oh, so after the $75 and the shipping and the fees, my net was $41.21. Super cool. So that's pretty much it. I did have 2 other sales this week, and they were via my YouTube channel. If you see my haul videos or things that I'm sharing in my videos, every now and then someone will say, so what are you planning on selling that peanuts tie for? So hey, I really liked that belt that I couldn't figure out. It looked like a monkey or a lion, and everybody, as soon as everyone started saying it's 2 horses butting heads, I was like, oh, I can see it. It was like one of those optical illusions where it's the old lady and the young girl and you can't tell what it is. But I couldn't see those horses until somebody said horses. And then, of course, it was horses. So the peanuts tie sold and the horse belt sold via my YouTube channel. So I want to thank you guys so much for that. I think that's so cool because definitely I will end up giving you guys a better deal on it than I would probably put it on my eBay or Etsy shop. And it's a little more personal and we can work it out. You know, I'm totally cool with that. I like it. So yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you my totals after all. I forgot. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right. Oh dear. Now I've lost it. Here we go. Okay. So and I did a little differently too. Okay. Gosh. I'm going to have to scoot over again. Scoot over. This is what I get. I get too excited about stuff. All right. So I spent $64.06 to make my $205.54. So yay, I made over my $200 goal for the week, which was awesome. Yay. And then I wanted to start sharing a little bit about what I'm making on eBay versus Etsy. So on eBay this week, my profits were $65.38, and my profits on Etsy this week were $140.16. And that lately has been kind of typical. Okay, so last week my sales on Etsy were $124 and my sales on eBay were $77. So anyway, I want to start looking at that and comparing like what I'm doing on eBay versus keep saying Amazon, what I'm doing on eBay versus Etsy, because I'm finding that my profits end up being greater for the week lately on Etsy, which is awesome. Plus, then I can start figuring out per month, if I'm making 140 a week, then that's like 500, 620 bucks or something like that, or more. Anyway, a month. So, yay! So yeah, not a ton of sales, but again, I have not been listing like crazy. Just the last couple days, I've been getting some pictures and things that I have taken listed. But it's been kind of hectic, Halloween. But this is why I do it part-time, because if I try to pressure myself to push more and to get full-time, other areas of my life will end up suffering, because I spend a lot of time up at my kids' school. A couple days a week I'm up there volunteering and just doing general things for family and home and whatever, blah blah blah. So yeah, so I'm happy with that. I like I said, I am a part-time eBay, Etsy, Amazon reseller, and I'm completely comfortable with that. It's just nice to know that should anything happen, heaven forbid my husband lost his job or something, knock on wood, we would have a way to ramp things up and to get things moving and know how to bring in the bacon. So anyway, I hope your sales are going great, and I hope you had a great Halloween. We had a crazy tornado. Oh my gosh, did you guys hear about this? Yeah, so the night before Halloween, we had a tornado tear through. It was F2, went through the back of my neighborhood, and it was bananas. It was crazy. So some people have cameras on the outside of their house. Well, one person does, and they shared it with the news channel, and oh my gosh, their patio. Anyway, tornado, crazy. So yeah, I hope you guys were safe. We had lots of weather happening here. So, but the kids, that Halloween night, they were not deterred. We still went out trick-or-treating just to a couple houses, and we carved pumpkins, and we watched The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Yeah, we hadn't gotten to carving our pumpkins yet because it had been really, really raining a lot the last, few days before. So it was nice that we saved it for that night. So it was good fun. I'm still chatting. But anyway, let me tell you what my kids made. So my older son, he made his pumpkin into a Cyberman because he's really into Doctor Who. And my little one made a pickaxe from Minecraft because he likes Minecraft. And my husband wanted to do one too, so he did like a flaming skull. So yeah, those were fun. All right, anyway, let me stop now. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you go out and enjoy yourselves, and I will talk to you later. Bye.